fucking aircraft hangar or something like that.
Live from the J.C. Newman Cigar Studio in Boston, Massachusetts, welcome to the Smokin Tabacco Show with your hosts, Matt Tobacco and Smokin Nicole.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Smokin Tabacco Show. My name is Matt Tobacco from SmokinTabacco.com, and I'm joined once again by my beautiful wife, Smokin Nicole. And tonight we have a special episode for you. We have a pairing episode. Now, it's not a very conventional pairing episode like we would normally do. It's a Room 101 pairing episode. And yeah, he's here. Don't worry, we'll bring him in a minute. It's like a caged animal, you know. Once you open the door, you're never getting him back in the cage. So, just bear with me. But yes, he is here. We're gonna do a pairing episode. We're not pairing with beverages tonight. We're gonna pair our cigars with some fine baked goods from Costco.
Kirkland brand.
Kirkland brand.
The best.
The best there is. There's nobody better than Kirkland brand. If you're a Costco family, right on. Love you. BJ's, I'll accept it. You know, but we hold we have like dual citizenship with the big box stores. We have both.
Do.
It's like having dual citizenship, so it's great. But they have their own version of this, which is not bad, but this one is better.
Don't buy the BJ's one. Just don't.
The BJ's one is more of the basic shortbread. This one has a lot more chocolate to it.
We gotta
it's better.
hold it up. Well, I guess we'll do the unveil after.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
He's
getting
antsy.
antsy.
He is. He's getting antsy. So, we'll bring him in. I think we'll let him out of the cage. The one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Matt Booth of Room 101 Brands and Room 101 Cigars. A brand that he no longer owns anymore. But that's okay.
Thank God. By the way,
were you talking the whole time?
I was.
You know what? We couldn't hear you, right?
I would just like to mention, I wondered, because I was just chatting to myself, really. And I was actually having a really amazing conversation. And I started to describe, because I felt like your intro music was very reminiscent of like some shit they would be playing at like CI. It was like elevator Nickelback type stuff. And then I was like talking about the music video with the short-haired guys and like an airplane hangar and and then the cutaways to me like in the fruit section or produce section of the grocery store buying lettuce and stuff like that with the music. I was like putting together this whole video thing. Really
like a music video.
Kind of. Yeah, music video. Music video.
Check your phone.
You're texting me shit that I have to close the video.
Oh, you're using your phone? How many times have I told you? You got to use a laptop so you can have your phone free.
No, because unlike you
don't listen.
I don't want to be you're sitting there finger fucking your device while you're doing the intro of your show. Like, you couldn't be more bothered by the whole thing. I'm like, oh my God.
I had to give you some information that I don't want to share on the air. This is just for the... don't worry about it. I guess you'll see it later then. It's whatever.
Should I check it? Is it crucial for...
No.
Like, is it going to ignite more banter?
I don't want to fuck up your thing now, so no. We'll go on.
What do you mean fuck up the thing? You ain't going to fuck up the thing. You ain't going to fuck up nothing. You're fucking it up right now by delaying the inevitable of me clicking over and checking it. By the way, the fact that this is your beautiful wife's concept, I was very honored to participate in this, and I thought it was a very, very delicious and delightful spin on, the antics of pairing. It's all about the amplification of the mouth to brain connection.
Well, thank you. I just wanted another excuse to eat cookies, to be honest.
It's true.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Did you have you?
And I looked at these.
Did you open them up
I
yet?
just took I just performed a cursory inspection of the surface level there. I haven't even cracked the plastic yet.
I
but
cracked
just
the plastic to make it
On
easier
site,
for me.
visually, here, let's just get these out. I mean, if you go and you procure one of these boxes yourself, I mean, I think one of the first things you're going to say is like, easily, I can envision myself eating probably, 80 to 90% of this out of somebody's ass. I mean, that's the first thing that I thought of. I mean, the icing and stuff
Sure.
is delightful.
Absolutely.
Not really the only reason why it's not 100% is the crumb factor. Nobody likes that. Sand at the beach, the whole thing. The cake, however,
Nobody
is softer,
listen. Just say it. Nobody
spongier.
Nobody wants sand in their vagina. That's all.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not. No.
I agree.
Or butthole.
No. No. It doesn't belong there. You're not gonna have a good
No.
day. You're not gonna have a good day.
Get it out.
Clean
Get
it out. Keep it clean. I'm
Wash.
lighting up my cigar.
Yeah, what are we smoking
Now, are
tonight,
these
boys?
different?
So I'm
on different
smoking.
levels of it?
No, it's the same on both levels. You just have two separate levels of it. So I'm smoking. Let's get down to business.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Cigars
get down to the serious.
The cigars of the night, brought to you by Two Guys Smoke Shop and twoguyscigars.com. Great place to buy your cigars. If you head over to the number 2 guyscigars.com, check out their wide assortment of some of the most famous brands in cigar history that are currently available on the market. Pick up some amazing stuff from Arturo Fuente, United Cigar, Selected Tobacco, Padron, to name a few. And that's over at the number 2 guyscigars.com. And tonight we're going to be lighting our cigars with our Cigar Blondie accessories, courtesy of our friends at Cigar Blondie, with the beautiful, slim, patented blade flame and the always durable, super sharp double guillotine cutter.
It only
Only.
helps if I'm strong enough to press it, but I am.
Only available at cigarblondie.com. So go and check them out. I am lighting up the Room 101 13th anniversary, the Stinky Pinky, according to Matt. Those are not my words. Those are his. In some respects, I think this is the best anniversary cigar that he's ever made, and I've smoked them all thus far, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think this is the best one.
He definitely momentarily disappeared to check his text messages.
He did.
By the way.
He did. As he should. As he should. But, whatever. That's his problem. If he can't get back in, then he's on his own. We'll have to do this. Well, what are you smoking tonight?
So I'm smoking the Namakubi.
Ah, very good cigar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's from last year.
Yep. So about a year of age extra on this.
Those are probably some of my favorite cigars overall. That might be my favorite cigar that Matt's ever put out. This is probably my favorite anniversary cigar. It's up there in my. It's close to my top 3. That's probably my number 1. I loved that cigar. I think it came out awesome. I also love the cause. Matt did it for Alzheimer's awareness, and I think that's great. But no, the whole thing, the packaging, the boxes, we got the casket box, which I thought was beautiful, really well done. Of course, the genius here who designed all that, and they came in these nice purple sleeves with the tissue paper and everything. The box is purple, and just the whole thing was great. And the cigars tasted awesome. They really were. Okay, let's see.
I gotta hold on.
There he is. All right, you back?
Apparently, that's what's going to happen if somebody calls me. So.
Did you put it on Do Not Disturb?
I don't know how. They changed the buttons and shit. I can't find the fucking button on the phone, so I can't do it.
Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have an iPhone.
Yeah, you just go up to the right-hand corner, you pull down, boom, done. It's not that hard.
Hold on. Right-hand corner?
Yes.
Right-hand corner. Where's the thing?
Under the
What
battery.
do I do?
Just go like this. Well,
I'm not looking at you anymore. I'm looking at the battery. Where's the battery? Yeah, under the battery.
Yeah. Just pull your finger down from the top of the corner, and your little drop down. You see? Do you see where it says focus?
Yes.
Click
focus.
click focus, and you're good. God, it's like teaching the fucking elderly.
There we go. Now,
there you go. Now no one's gonna bother you. There you go.
Yeah, and I texted him, and he tried to call me back. It's like a savage interrupter. That was Justin Andrews, by the way.
Oh well, I mean,
friend.
you probably should take that one, but yeah.
Cookies are more important.
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
All right. Well, you missed the whole cigar.
But equally delicious.
We talked about Stinky Pinky. We talked about Namakubi. She's smoking the Namakubi from last year.
And you bought those where? Where'd you buy those cigars from?
She bought them. She bought them for me as a gift, actually.
Who did I get them from?
Did you get them from Club in San Antonio?
I did.
Yeah.
There we go.
I had to get them for his Christmas present last year.
Yeah.
People that authentically support me, Club Humidor. Shout out to them, our family. I'm sure your sponsors love that.
Our sponsored retailer is 2guyscigars.com. That's the number 2guyscigars.com. So I have to do that because those are my guys and I take care of them. But of course, we can show love to others. Oh, look at that. He already tore in.
Which one?
Which one did you go into first? That's what I need to know.
Oh, I've had several. I'm just testing them.
I brought out this magnificent Nectar of the Gods right here. This is Room 101 Gin.
Oh, the Speculous. Loose. Whatever. The one with the cookie
Oh,
butter
you have
in
the
it.
names.
Yes,
And
there
then
is.
this
Oh,
one?
Matt, do you know about
there's a name sheet.
Did you
It's on
see
the back
inside
of
the
the
lid?
tin.
Is a guide.
Oh, look at that. Speculous. Moment.
So I believe that's the cookie butter stuffed cookie with white chocolate on the outside.
Yeah.
I've had a couple speculous moments in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you did.
I don't know if these cookies are going to bring one on, but if anything could. What's up with his sweetheart? Is there caramel in this?
But what are you smoking?
Hazelnut. Yeah. Well, he's not smoking because he doesn't smoke in the house.
He's in the heat of the cookies.
Yeah, but I know what my cigars taste like.
Okay.
So
I would hope so.
I mean loosely, you know. So
I would hope you know.
I understand which ones are going to go. I'm trying to test in advance here. Trying to get in the mix.
Hold on, I'm trying to set up a thing here. Okay.
Now, to the audience, we have never done a cookie pairing, so I don't know where this is going to go.
This is all new. This is a new concept with a guy who it could go anywhere. So who knows? That's why we did this, you know. So while you indulge yourself with these cookies and you get yourself familiar, there is something I do want to talk to you about tonight. Obviously, you know what it is. You know what I'm going to ask you. Your big story of the year. Tell us a little bit about your selling out. You didn't really sell out, but I mean you did.
Oh, you mean cashing in?
Yeah, you cashed in. You cashed in. You called it up. You cashed in your chips. You're like Mickey.
Not all of them.
You're like Mickey Peg at the blackjack table a few years ago. You know, you came in there with casino money and you turned it into a down payment on a mansion. You know what I mean? Do you know that story? Actually, I think you That's awesome. Yeah, he was telling us a story
was I
about.
there?
I think you might have been. I don't know. He told us a story that one of the trade shows several years ago, he got a comp credit from the Palms for like $500, and over the course of the next like 3 days at the trade show, he turned it into over $100,000.
God damn, Mickey.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He told that story a few weeks ago on the show. But anyway, no.
Always
So Room 101 Cigars was sold earlier this year to STG General. It's now going to be available under the Ford Cigar Company umbrella. But you...
Yes, it is.
You are staying on as creative director, or whatever the fuck that means.
Don't you worry about that.
No, but seriously, that's a big deal. It's obviously going to change the future of Room 101 Cigars. And
I mean, it's going to change the future of Room 101 Cigars and our brand as a whole tremendously.
Yeah. since that has taken place, because that was June, May,
June 10th.
June 10th, yeah. So
June 10th.
you're talking 6 months later, almost to the day, 6 months later. In that time, now that this is public knowledge, what other changes have been made to the brand, if any, since it has been acquired by STG, or is everything kind of the same as usual?
I mean, there are no changes. Well, yeah, there have been changes made. For example, like we have an army of soldiers in the street spreading the gospel of Room 101 on a daily basis.
As
We
always.
have more people and more inventory and more power behind the brand. And other than that, everything's the same. So it's almost an amplification of the original source material,
Now,
as it were.
all of your cigars are going to be continued at their respective factories, correct?
That is correct.
So there won't be any
And we're
factory
developing more
change.
projects. We're developing more projects with additional factories as appropriate. You know, every house, every kitchen produces a product that tastes different, and I try to land my projects with the houses that are correct on a project-to-project basis. You know, that are going to bring the final result that I'm looking for.
Well, another thing I wanted to ask you, we were on the factory talk. I know that you had some things made at William Ventura, who unfortunately
Yes.
had an incident recently that is very devastating. How, if at all, has that impacted any of your cigars?
Well, I mean, obviously that's delayed. That's delayed those products.
Yeah. How many products
You know,
exactly
in
did
some-
you have made over there?
3 of the Farce collection and the original Doomsayer blends. Yes,
I have all my props. I came prepared.
moderately
Um,
decent.
Yeah, those are all right. I mean, that's like my cut in the grass cigar.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean they're okay.
All right.
They have a flower on them. They taste better.
Yeah. I like the ones that came with the label upside down in the box. So that way, like, you know, the box manufacturer actually fucked up when you're trying to sell it off like, oh, no, I wanted it upside down.
No, they fucked up
I know.
on the first batch because they printed it right side up, and
I know.
called them. I was like, "Yo, man, fucking upside down, bro. What's going?" And they're like, "Ah, fuck." So then they fixed the rest of them. So there's actually like, you know, 13th was designed upside down, and then there was a very, very small batch of them that were brought into the country right side up. So, you know, people like to, you know, hunt for stuff. So I guess you could hunt for that.
It's like when you get money, like, as I know, people collect like coins and stuff with like misprints on them. That's like one of those. It's a Room 101 13th misprint. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a misprint.
It's a collectible.
It was a misprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those collectibles. It's a misprint. But anyway, okay, that really covers that. I don't want to sink you too deep into the business talk. It's, you know,
It's all about the cookies.
it's all about the
tonight.
cookie pairing tonight. But I had to ask a couple
It is
questions.
all. I mean, I'll answer whatever you want to. You know, I mean, as you know, I'm a sterling conversationalist.
Oh, absolutely. So have you sampled everything in this selection yet?
Not yet.
What have you
I'm
not tried?
going for these larger slab-like items next.
Oh, this
What would
one.
be?
So last year.
Starlight.
So this
Starlight.
year, this one has a cookie on it. Last year, this was just a piece of chocolate. There was no cookie to it. It was awesome. They added a biscuit to it.
The one in the middle.
And it says butter keks on it.
Oh, buttercake.
See that?
Yeah.
Boom.
Is that like an accent, like version of butter cucks? Is that what that's supposed to be? It's like a Bostonian cucks. Is that how
Maybe.
they'd say that? How would you guys say that? Say that real quick. Butter cucks.
Butter keks.
Kex? See, I'm going
Do
cucks.
you see?
That's an E,
Do
not
you
a
see?
U. It's not cuck.
Keck.
Butter keks.
I've actually never heard of a butter keck.
The hell's a butter kek? A cookie?
Well, you're putting one in your mouth now.
Shadow 1 is here, by the way, for what it's worth.
Oh, I noticed he's been talking that shit. It's nice.
Yep.
It's refreshing.
Buttercocks. Yeah. There we go.
I mean, they're European cookies, so they
That's
probably
true.
have some weird fetishes to their cookie names.
Do the Europeans get down? Are they extra weird over there? I don't really know.
Depends on what type of
I
European.
mean, you lived over there, so. But you
I
lived.
mean, if you want to talk about like obscure sneakers that look like cycling shoes and crossbody bags, I suppose. Capri
guess
pants.
I guess is capri pants big in England?
Sure.
Oh, I don't think England.
No.
I don't think England.
I feel like
But
the
that's a UK
crossbody
then.
bag has been a huge thing. I keep seeing guys with crossbody bags.
Like
That's
the
thing.
messenger bag?
That
Across
used to
the
be
front.
very very Euro and very Asia, and now it's very everywhere.
Oh, you mean like the Drew Estate ones?
Yeah, like Drew Estate even came out with some.
Yeah, Drew Estate even has those. It's like a fanny
How
pack that you wear
European.
across your chest. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's a new thing. I
Yeah.
don't know if I could pull it off though. They're nice bags, but I don't know if I could pull it off. I don't have that European look to me.
I think you do.
Hmm.
You don't feel
I mean, if
so
I really,
European. You seem refined, like you wear heavy amount of Dracar Noir.
no, I don't wear Dracar Noir.
No,
No, that's not my style.
you're lucky this isn't smell-o-vision.
I'd
People
be
call you
puking.
out, man.
Well, you know
Well-
what? That's a two-way street because you probably smell really bad right now.
That's true. I never
Hmm.
have to wash when I do these things. It's amazing. So
Yeah, I know.
tart, so zesty. Right there, nobody knows.
It's like extra
How many
fermented.
days have I been wearing this shirt? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. You're in your cigar.
Really?
You're in your cigar uniform.
It's true.
I know. We had this conversation the first time you were here, like 2 years ago. There's the whole regiment when you go to tour all the stores. You have your cigar
Oh yeah,
outfit.
when I never changed my clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you told us the whole thing.
That's been my thing for a while.
And then I
No
think
change.
you said like all the greats have the same thing. And you called out Pete
I
Johnson. You
don't-
said
I
Pete
don't
always
know-
has the
I
all
don't know
black
that they
thing
do that.
going.
Well, the all black thing is very helpful because I'm obviously very messy, and spills and things of that nature don't really show up the same way they do on other hues of garments. You understand?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Of course.
I think sweat even adheres to black clothing differently, so they stank less.
You might be onto something.
I might be.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. So,
Ask it.
Shadow One says he do the Euro style Speedo though. Let me ask you, do you do the Euro style Speedo?
I mean, only for kicks.
Or are you
If
a
I'm
trunks
just gonna
guy?
be regular, I wear boxers. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and for the water when I'm hitting the waves, trunks, bro.
Interesting.
We're just fucking chomping down cookies. Everybody's watching us chomp cookies.
You're not eating. You had like one.
I know.
Don't
I've had
bullshit
like
me.
5.
No, you didn't.
Well, you gotta go through. There's 15.
He's trying to
So
save
you
his
gotta keep
appetite because he
eating.
has dinner plans after this.
Here we go. What about this hubcap looking one?
I love that one.
What's up with it?
Hubcap. Look at
Cream surprise.
creams.
Pastry.
Oh
Pastry.
shit, that's not a good term to use with him. Cream surprise.
Makes me think of William Cooper.
In what way?
The creaminess.
Do you
He's
think that
creamy.
William Cooper's a creamy kind of
And
guy?
dreamy. I think he's creamy and dreamy, man.
William Cooper is I mean, he's one of the legends, man. I mean, don't fuck with Coop. I mean, he'll sink you. He'll sink you down like
Cooper.
a stone in the ocean.
Cooper
Oh wait, hold on.
Cooper is a legend. Tell me.
Tell you? I'll
What
tell
happened?
you.
No, wait. She said, "Hold on a second."
Oh no, I
What's going on?
had skipped a comment, and Shadow Army had said, no, I was talking about Matthew Tobacco with Speedo.
No. No.
He's not a Speedo guy.
No.
He's too hairy.
I'm a shorts kind of guy. Cream Surprise is next cigar, please. You know, you might be
That
onto
I-
something. Cream Surprise should be your next little micro project that you do.
As you wish.
And it could be a Smokin Tabacco exclusive.
Why not?
Maybe this is
Why
how
not?
we,
I'm
maybe
down
this
for
is,
that.
maybe this is how we tease new information.
This
Creamy
is like a
surprise.
little pre-ejaculate
Mhm.
for a creamy surprise project.
It's the seeds that are being planted.
Creamy surprise. 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 Creamy
You see what
preceding.
you see what I did with that? You see what I did with that?
I did. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. That was a sophisticated.
I know.
You cruised right into that.
Yeah.
Very with an air of sophistication.
We're planting
I
the
very much
seeds for
enjoyed
our
it.
little cream surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, what in the fuck are we going to talk about here? Oh, we're going to pair the cookies, right?
Yeah,
Is
so
this
I
what we're
want you to
doing now?
tell me. So I want you to tell me, after you have gone through all of them, first of all, what your
Oh, shit.
favorites are,
Yeah,
I
what?
missed this one.
and then you got to
They
tell
all
me
taste
which
very
which
similar.
which one pairs well with each cigar you make.
Well, see, I already have some ideas. Of
Oh, what do
would
you
pair
have?
well.
What do you
For me?
have? Yeah.
See, I'm gonna top 3 these with my Namakubi, but the Speculoos, I feel like would be the
Yeah.
best pairing, and
I'm
that's
on
because that
Speculoos.
cookie butter, this has a little bit of spiciness, and I feel like the cookie butter pairs well with the spiciness.
I think you should also try the Caramel Delight
Where's that?
because there's an air of they're the little
The white, the
oblong
one with the
little
white,
joints.
the white
The
drizzle.
white drizzle.
Dude, this was a bad idea. Cream surprise, white drizzle. This was a bad idea.
No, this was perfect. Who else are you going to do this with, man?
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody. I couldn't
Right?
do this with anybody.
The fuck, man? This is perfect.
All right.
Oh.
Make sure you leave some in your mouth, and then. Oh, sorry, you're not smoking, so you can't do it. So fuck me then.
I think
You know, the caramel
think
delight
Caramel
goes really
Delight-
well with 13.
Actually, that goes really well with this. too.
It does. It adds
I
like this
call it
like
Caramel
toasted.
Delight, man.
I'm telling you, you
Yeah.
know what? It adds like this toasted cashew kind of flavor to it.
It brings out the nuttiness.
It does. Actually, the cigar amplifies the caramel taste. Like, I'm being serious. It really does. It just all of a sudden you get that sweet buttery caramel right at the. It's like all over my mouth now. It's great.
Frontal.
It's not even. It's front to back. Front to back, all the way around.
Always go front to back.
It's still there. In fact, it actually mutes the spice a little bit. I get more sweetness. It's
That was my
fantastic.
call out, you know.
That was a great call.
I have not had.
I wonder if the mocha
See,
would be
some
good.
of these things tout cream in the names, but I find, you know, what's interesting about these cookies that, you know, cream in many ways when you're trying to describe to someone palate participation with a cigar experience and you use the word cream, it's not like a white milk based creamy like white chocolatey type sensation.
Right.
It's the idea that your mouth produces more saliva, right?
Right.
Just like when I came on the screen, the saliva surged in your mouth. This is
Oh.
cream.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. So these things, but these are an edible type deal, right? So when they say cream, I want cream, but they're giving me more cream in texture than they are in tasty taste. It's like they just fucking went hard on chocolate and then gave everything a bunch of other fucking names, but it's really just all different tones of chocolate.
Let me ask
Oh
you.
my God, it's like the cigar business.
Oh,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
how about that, right? Did you have the Blanc sensation with ruby chocolate? The little like white round one with the pink icing on it.
Oh, you know what I did? Oh, that has drizzle.
That has
even
drizzle.
says drizzle on it.
It does.
Oh, they actually say drizzle.
Drizzle.
They call out drizzle. We just said that as part of our conversation.
We did, but it's actually there.
It's actually in the list.
It is.
Yes.
It is. It's written down. That one also pairs well with this. A little different. I don't get the strong feeling of the caramel, but what is that rubiness? Is that like a raspberry? Does it say? It just says ruby chocolate. I don't know what that is, but it's really good.
See, they just went chocolate on everything, and then they're talking shit, right? They're implying other tastes, but it's just all chocolate.
That one also mutes the spice on this. With a clean palate, a lot of spice on this, but these cookies really bring it back. They bring out the sweetness. It mellows down a little bit, and then it amplifies the sugary softness in the cookies. I think it's just honestly, if you want something sweet, smoke this with these cookies. I mean, you get a lot more sweetness out of this.
All right, truth time.
Go
If
ahead.
you chief down like a big puff of that cigar and shove one of those cookies in your mouth, which one would you rather have in your mouth when you French kiss me?
That's a tough choice.
Why is it a tough choice?
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Ruby Sensation, whatever the hell this is. This one.
It's the ruby thing. You fancy this? It's marketing.
Yeah, I do.
It's a chocolate cookie.
He likes white chocolate, though. See, I'm a dark chocolate. So
There
we're
you go.
also biased.
She likes the darker chocolates. I like milk chocolate, white chocolate. I like it sweeter.
I like those as well.
She
I
likes
like
the
milk and
bitterness.
the white milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
But a lot of the bitter stuff goes very nicely with smoking, man. Even like some of those aggressive Euro and Icelandic licorice bites that I would never want to eat ever in my life.
I don't think I've ever
If you
eaten
smoke
those.
with some of them, it actually will produce a very interesting effect, pairing effect.
You know, you always hear people talk about that, like the licorice, or the black licorice, or sometimes people use the Jägermeister term. But a lot of times you get that black licorice as a flavor note in a lot of reviews, or just people are on other shows, people are talking about what they taste or whatever. That is a very common flavor note that at least I've picked up on myself, and hearing other people talk about. So that's a very interesting one too. One of the other ones that people always talk about in a lot of reviews, you'll hear Baker's chocolate. Now, I don't know if everyone knows what Baker's chocolate is. I assume you know Baker's chocolate, right?
I don't.
Nicole, you know about
Do
Baker's
tell.
chocolate?
Yeah, isn't it just like unsweetened chocolate?
I think it's just like
In a
just
bar, though.
Yeah, it's like a bar of just
Yeah.
straight unsweetened
Ah.
chocolate that
Gotcha.
when you cook with, you can add sugar and stuff, so that way it doesn't over sweeten when you with whatever you're cooking.
Butterkeks.
Yeah. So you hear that one a lot. I could see that. I don't eat a lot of dark chocolate or Baker's chocolate for that matter, and I don't think there's any. Is there any dark in here? I think this one's dark.
There's some.
This thin one is a dark.
There's a little clown guy on this. What is this? Choco Harlequin.
This one's slightly on the darker side.
Look at that.
Let's try this.
It's bit the groin right out of him.
Butter
bite.
kicks come
Jaws.
from Germany.
Now he's
Ooh.
dickless.
Just so you know.
All right, so the dark chocolate definitely brings out more like earth and leather on this. No sweetness. No sweetness. Some of the spice from the cigar comes back, but I'm getting more of that earthiness and like a dry cinnamon earthiness, a little bit of leather. Which I don't know what leather tastes like, but you know who knows what leather tastes like? A-cups.
Does he?
He does.
Oh, he chews on leather. Is that what he does?
Did he
Or
tell
does
you that
lick it?
story?
He probably licks it.
No. So he, as you know, he's a reviewer, and someone had said something about the leather flavor, and he's like, well, I want to know what leather tastes like. So he went and he got a chunk of leather, and he put it in his mouth and he chewed on it for a while, so he could actually taste the leather. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. But then I thought about it later. I'm like, it probably wasn't a good idea. Don't they put like a lot of chemicals and stuff in leather to treat it? And so you saturated it, and then you were absorbing those chemicals.
It depends on the leather, yeah.
True. Very true.
But it could be raw. Could have been raw leather.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to clarify with him. What were you going to say, Nicole?
You should.
I'm picking up the same sort of flavor note. Like, I feel like that cookie brought out leather.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? I told you that the dark chocolate brings out the heavier, darker flavors of this. The earthiness, the leather, the drier spice. With this cigar. I mean, and these are different blends. 2 different cigars made at 2 different factories. And it's interesting how that similarity can be there. You know what I mean? Now, I know Matt's not smoking, so he's just doing this all on memory.
But are we not aligned on what we're talking about here?
Oh, I mean, I think to a degree. Would you say Butterkeks came from Germany?
Yes.
Interesting. The Germans are known for chocolate, too.
Yeah.
They're known for several things.
What else are they known for, Matt?
Well, I mean, have you ever seen Human Centipede? I believe the doctor was German.
Unfortunately, I saw it
I
once.
believe the doctor that created the original Bodies exhibit was a German gentleman. You
Oh,
know,
interesting. I didn't know that.
I believe he might have been,
I love that exhibit.
or he might have
actually.
just looked like he should have been. I don't know, but I believe he was.
Hmm.
It was interesting, right?
Very interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I only could watch that one time and then I was done. The Bodies exhibit I've never been to, but I've heard about it. I've seen it.
There
Yeah.
were three.
Yeah. The Germans are also known for a lot of their... What were you going to say?
No, Human Centipede. There were three. There were three. It was a.
Oh, the
Yeah.
movies? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
not the
I
exhibit.
only saw, like, most of the first one, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore, and I had to turn it off. But I'm sure you enjoyed all three very thoroughly.
Um, I. I may or may not have some clips of some of them on my phone.
That doesn't shock me at
I
all. I
feel
don't
that
think it
they
shocks
are-
anybody.
I think that they are obscure cinematic efforts, and I think that there was a reason that someone made that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're talking about it right now, right? So
Yeah.
you know,
Well, on a
Whatever.
different note, the Bodies exhibit, because I manage a spa, I make my massage therapist go to that exhibit.
well, that's actually a very intelligent move
Yes.
You make them go?
because they can see. Well, look, this is firsthand 3D,
Yeah.
and they are organically positioned, and this is very different than looking at a drawing, even if the drawing is executed very nicely, right? Because they're actually seeing these things in 3D, and they're actually seeing how they move, and I think they're better equipped to
We also used to
put
do
their back into it.
Well, absolutely. And we did tuition reimbursement for a while and actually had a couple people who went to a cadaver lab. So they are very good massage therapists if
There
they
you go.
go to that level because they know exactly where every muscle is
Hmm. Hmm.
for the most part.
We should take cadaver lab tours in the cigar business.
You think?
I mean, people want to go to the factory and see all these beautiful brown cylindrical objects filleted open.
Yeah,
Dissect
cigar.
them.
Cadaver lab.
Yeah, I think we should go to the cadaver lab. Whoever masturbates first gets the walkaway prize.
I mean, I would do that. Not the masturbating part.
Visit
but
the lab?
I
Oh,
would
okay.
I would go. I would visit. I would see it. I'd be like, okay, this is interesting. And
I
then
don't
would,
think you'd fare very well in a cadaver lab.
And
I
then
love
I
you,
and then
but-
and then
But
I
just
would
tugging
leave.
it is not acceptable. I want full climax to be achieved.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean,
we
whatever
can
you
talk
want
about
to do,
prizes.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just you're the one calling the shots, right? I mean,
I don't think so. I mean, I roll with the punches, man. I'm
Yeah, I
just
know.
here. I'm just a dude doing the
we're
thing.
just hanging out. I mean, this isn't
Doing
like
the thing.
this isn't like a this isn't a regular thing. You know, this is something different that we did for the holidays. This is it's been a
It's a
long
different
year.
thing. Oh yeah, this is a different thing.
This is a different thing.
Cookie thing.
This isn't the William Cooper Power Hour 4-hour marathon show where, you know, he's gonna ask you about every seed you've ever, you know, worked with.
I've sent out prizes to people that have commented or DM'd me when I've dropped comments, like in the 3.5 hour of a Cooper episode,
Mm-hmm.
just to see if anybody's still fucking watching. And people will DM me and be like, "I watch all 3 hours of Coop."
No, I mean that's true. People will watch the whole show. I watch it.
It's crazy.
I get all set up when I do watch a Coop show. I get all my snacks. I get my drinks, my cigars. I sit right here. I get the TV behind. I get all ready to go, and I watch 3-4 hours of Coop right here. All my stuff ready to go. I'm like prepared, so I don't have to get up.
You get a
I watch.
shiwi.
I always, you know, I always support Coop. He's the man. Why? So here we are. We're talking about Coop on my show. We're talking about
I
Cigar
know.
Coop. How does
Crazy.
this happen?
Because he's infectious. He's a
I love
fucking
that
legend.
man. I love that
How
man.
can you not talk about Coop?
He
I
should
loved
be.
him first.
There should be an international
Take it
cigar
easy.
hall of fame, not the cigar aficionado one, something that's like unrelated to anyone else, kind of like the way the pro sports ones are, right? So everyone can be in there, and Coop would be in there. He'd be the first, you know, media guy right in there,
Mhm.
other than Marvin Shankin. But then we go Coop.
Oh, I mean, one of the originators of new media,
I mean, I'm talking about like the new media, the online people.
Yeah.
You know, Marvin kind
Yeah.
of stands alone with his CA empire, but after
Obviously.
him, you got Cigar Coupe. He's a legend. Hercules style, right? I think you coined that one.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
I coined many things that I have no memory of saying.
I don't want to bring it up again, but I'll tell you later. Something that you came up
Okay.
with that no one's ever forgotten.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I mean, obviously I did.
Yeah. Something that you said about Coupe having the Hercules style. You know.
Oh shit! He throws his dick like Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah, throws the dick like Hercules.
So where are we
Yeah,
at with
yeah,
these
yeah.
cookies so far? I see you have like some half-eaten
I
bits
know. I
right
have like
here.
a whole half-eaten
Is this like the sample line?
Yeah.
So-
I'm pillaging, ransacking and pillaging these cookies, man.
The Sweetheart with the hazelnut, don't like it with the cigar. It's a good cookie, but with the cigar, doesn't work. The
Yeah,
cigar,
there are some that are just meh.
the cigar just becomes
Cigar.
too bitter, and it tastes, like a cigar that's very, very young. And I know that this cigar is not, but when you introduce that hazelnut to the palate, it ruins the cigar flavor for me. It does. So that one's definitely a no. That's a no for me.
Interesting.
I don't think the hazelnut
Okay.
and the chocolate combo go well with this blend. Have you had that one?
We discover things.
No, not yet.
That would be the next one.
What
I
was
would
the
look at.
name? What was the name?
It's the chocolate heart one, the Sweetheart.
Oh, I did have that.
I don't
I
like
did
it
have
with this
that already.
cigar.
Which ones haven't you
I
had?
didn't. Me? I've actually gone through all of them and had a bite. Oh no! I haven't had this one. This one seems like
I
it's
wonder
going to be
if
a
it's-
minty bitch.
Oh, that's the darker one. I just had that one. That's the one that brought out the earthiness for me.
Not bad. Not bad.
Wasn't
A
bad.
little more harsh.
Yeah. It brought out the nicer but harsher parts of the palate on the cigar. But it was good. That Sweetheart one, no good. They did not mesh.
Fuck that cookie.
Yeah. It made the cigar taste very young.
This one overpowered the cigar.
Really?
Yes.
See, I didn't think so.
There was too much chocolate.
That's
Just
the
straight
cream
chocolate.
wafer roll.
Yeah.
The cream the
We
cream
want them to
wafer.
work in harmony.
A
Yeah.
crisp wafer filled with chocolate cream. That one was good for me. I liked it, but you saying no, not
It
so
was
much.
just too much chocolate, so the flavor of the cigar, it just tasted like chocolate.
Yeah. I thought it was okay. The heart one is really so far the only one that really threw off my palate. I didn't do the biscuit one yet, though. I'm going to have to do the biscuit
I
one.
think the ones with just a straight up layer of chocolate don't work as well.
Matt called this a clown guy.
The clown
It's like a jester. Should I bite the crotch off?
I mean, that was the way I did it.
bottom up.
You got to go in. Rooter to the tutor.
So the only thing with this is, while there's chocolate, the actual biscuit part takes over the flavor. Let's try it with the cigar.
It's biscuit dominant.
Mm. That's interesting. It's not bad, but I definitely get a lot more bitterness off of this.
Mm.
You know what? Actually, you know something? Hold on.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Would you retro hill with it?
That's a whole nother layer, though.
That's interesting. That's a very complex flavor combination right there. I almost kind of get that black licorice you were talking about earlier. But also
Yeah,
with...
man, it can get aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Especially with the retro hill. But then it finishes off with like this nutmeggy, this weird nutmeggy finish after that. Like that, you get that licorice taste. It kind of peaks and it comes down and it just gets dry. Like this nutmeg like taste. It's not bad. It's not as bad as that Sweetheart cookie, but it's not one of my favorites.
So if we were going to encapsulate, if we were going to distill this exercise down to some basic pointers, because I think there is a takeaway here, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, I think that there have been some of these cookies that have been a bit off-putting or out of bounds, like they were overpowering to the cigar, or vice versa.
True.
and there were others that worked more harmoniously, right?
Mhm.
I think the lighter chocolates for you and I were less powerful, and therefore um, were our preferences in
Yeah.
terms of pairing, you know. But other people uh, would, in the same breath, would prefer the darker, right?
The other thing about it too is everything you just said. Plus, add in like we're both smoking. You know, like I'm smoking 13. She's smoking an Amakubi. These are both a darker wrapper. You know, so while any person's palate can be affected by anything, they could also smoke different cigars with this. I mean, you could smoke
100%.
smoke JT, right? JT is a
Mhm.
much lighter wrapper, milder cigar. You could have a completely different experience with all these with that cigar. You want to smoke it with the give me another good example. I mean, I got the Doomsayers here with the Oscuro. I mean, another darker wrapper cigar, but again, different tobaccos that have their own flavor profiles that, again, will mesh differently when introduced with other flavors and other components. And this is something that obviously, you know, when you do, you know, cigar pairings with a drink, you know, whether it's wine or it's a liquor or it's like a mixed cocktail.
Maybe we should do like a contest
What kind of contest?
where people smoke their Room 101 cigars and buy the cookie tin and take a picture.
We could
And
do
let
that.
us know their favorite cookie.
If they do that, you know what, if you do that exercise, if you buy this tin and you smoke it with a Room 101 cigar, you send us a photo of you doing the exercise. We'll pick one lucky
Your
winner.
shoes off. Shoes off.
What is it with you and Shadow
Show the
One with
feet.
the shoes and the feet? Like I don't like.
Look, man, don't stress me out.
Do you know how many times? No, I'm asking
into
you.
the-
Do you know how many
put it
times
into
he's
the mix.
messaged me and I'm like, you know, and then the sponge bath thing. Like, are we doing the sponge bath or what? I just want him to stop asking.
We'll do a mystery
Because I feel like
sample.
I just feel like I'm disappointing like people by we're not getting this done, and it's like, well, it's on Matt. I mean, I told him we would set it up with William Cooper. We'd get it done. I'll
It's
film.
amazing.
Coop
I
does
can't
it,
wait.
and you sit there and you enjoy the experience. I mean, you know, you see,
Can
even
you
Mitchell's
imagine
here.
how flipped out he'd be?
Who?
Cooper.
You know what? I think it would take some convincing, but I think after a good 45 minutes, I think we could get him to
You
do
could
it.
liquor him up first.
Yeah, we'll just get him liquored up.
I
It'll be
mean,
fun.
obviously, we'd start there. I might prank him.
Absolutely.
Roofie him.
I don't even know what Coop likes to drink.
Does
I
he
actually-
drink?
I've never. I mean, we know he likes Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Yeah, see, he knows. I mean, Coop's got a palate of Diet Coke at his house, but I don't know what he drinks like for alcohol. Does he drink?
I can't remember if he got.
I don't think he's like a non-drinker, but at the same time, I don't know what he drinks because I don't see him drink that often.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mitchell. Spike his Diet
should
Cokes.
find
My
out.
thoughts exactly.
Yeah, that's a good. If anyone knows, feel free to comment. But yeah, that's going to be my exploration for next week. Ask Coop, like, what exactly do you drink? Anyway, yeah, if you do the exercise and you take a photo of it and you send it to us, we'll pick somebody at random, and we'll throw you some Room 101 stuff our way, your way.
We'll do a sampler.
We'll do a
Yeah,
sampler.
Smokin Tabacco sampler.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they have until the end of the month
I have until the end
with
of
the
the month.
with the festivities of the month.
Yeah. No pressure.
No pressure, no rush.
Holidays.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
and enjoy.
We'll make a flyer.
You can either
Yeah.
DM it to us on social media. You can email it to us at any one of us at smokingtobacco.com. Matthew.
No, they have to at Smokin Tabacco and at Room 101 Cigars.
Okay, so it's
Ooh.
social media. Okay, so on social media,
Yeah.
She knows.
Instagram, you got to go on there and you're going to tag us. Tag Matt, tag Room 101, tag me and Nicole. Fuck it, tag Mitchell too. He's part of the team. It's true. He is. He has a Smokin
I
Tabacco
know.
email. He's official, you know. Yeah, just tag us on social media and, you know, we'll pick someone at random and,
But you got to tell us what your favorite cookie was with the cigar and
yeah, you
why.
got to give us some information here.
Yeah.
I'm going in this one again. I don't know why. It wasn't my favorite.
Go into explicit detail.
Mm.
Granular.
Did you have this one with the brown sugar like crust all over it? What is
That
this?
was the one I had first because visually it was so enticing. It was.
Oh yeah, the
disappointing.
speculous moment.
The speculous.
That's like one of my favorite ones. That and the one with
It was
like
good.
the cream, the Nutella-ish
But it
cream.
didn't taste the way that it looked to me,
Mm.
and therefore I had a set of my own expectations, and that was my problem with that cookie. I disappointed myself, and now I'm blaming the cookie for the disappointment. You see?
See, that one goes well with 13.
It went well with mine.
Yeah.
Because of the spicy.
So what I'm picking up so far is on the white chocolates. They seem to pair with these cigars the best. So anything that has the white chocolate in it.
For you.
For me,
you.
is that's what's really like with that cigar. It's making it an unbelievable experience for me so far. And I know you're not smoking, but you know.
My top 3 is that caramel delight, and then
Ooh,
the dark
yep.
chocolate artisan crisp, and then that
Okay.
the speculoos actually.
Me,
Those
it's
are the 3 that.
Speculoos.
so for me,
Speculoos.
it's which actually, do you want to hit it? Do you want to hit it? Let's do it now.
Oh wait.
Let's do it now.
Oh, actually, we should do that.
We
You're
should do
right.
that right now because this is perfect. This is a perfect time.
Fuck.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know. Hold on.
What happened?
It takes a minute to.
Oh, there's a little
switch
bit of a
for this
lag.
one.
Okay, I don't know why. There we go.
Oh wait, hold on. He disappeared. All right, I gotta put him back.
There
All
he
right,
is.
ready?
Yeah, go ahead, do it. Nope, I think it's audio.
Oh wait, where is it?
Why is it not here?
Did it disappear?
I'm here.
Scroll.
I know, of course, the one day.
There it
There
is.
we go.
There you go. Do it.
Watch the Smokin Tabacco show. Eat your vegetables. Take your vitamins. Smoke Room 101.
And that's it.
Yeah. yeah.
Welcome to the top 3.
You're there every week.
Nice.
You're with us every week. You say that.
You do that every week?
Every week.
The Room 101 top 3.
Oh my god. Nobody complains about that?
No.
Who would complain?
Like, who is this? Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure somebody would.
No.
No. No one has said
No?
anything about it. No.
Nobody complains?
This is your segment now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
This is my segment.
The top 3 brought to you by Room 101. We've talked about this so many fucking times.
Right now?
Yeah, we're doing
We're
it.
in,
Yeah.
like,
We're
we're
in it.
in the midst of it right now?
We're-
Yeah.
This is the
moment?
Room 101 Cigars segment, yes.
It's what you two, and me, we, now. Like right here.
In the moment, yes.
Yes.
We're living it.
In this moment.
We're in the present. We're here. So, top 3. So far,
What's the top 3? What happened?
Top
with
3
the cookies.
favorite cookies.
what are your top
Yeah.
3 favorites?
Okay. So I'm giving a shout out to Caramel Delight.
Mm.
I'm
Good
giving a
choice.
shout out to. I'm going Speculoos as well.
Not bad.
Even though it disappointed you in the same
It
breath.
disappointed me. But if we're going to give credit where credit's due, it's still
Order online.
held its mustard.
Alex
That's what it
Lancaster, you can order them on the Costco website.
I believe it is 2 full boxes, which is a lot of holiday cookies for like $30-something.
You'll eat them. Don't
Or
worry.
you can gift one.
Or you can
'cause you'll
gift
get
one.
2 tins.
Keep one and give one as a gift. Gets you out of giving someone, a nice easy gift. There you go. There's a cookie tin. Happy holidays. So those are your 3. Interesting.
Well,
No.
and Choco Harlequin.
And
Just
the Choco
because it was
Harlequin.
so cookie dominant.
Yeah. See, that one didn't do it for me. For me, it's going to be the Blanc Sensation with ruby chocolate. The Speculous Moment worked for me. And I'm going to go Caramel Delight as well. The Caramel Delight one was good.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Look at that. We've got some overlap there.
We do. And Nicole, what did you say your 3 were again?
So mine is the Caramel Delight,
Mm-hmm.
the Speculoos, and the Chocolate Artisan Crisp. Or just the Artisan Crisp.
Interesting. Interesting choices. Yeah. I think like I said before, you know what, I know it's 3, but if I had to do a 4th one, I'd say the Starlight because again, it had a lot of that white chocolate in it. I don't think it's probably the best of the 4 of them, but I would add it in there. It's a
I
good
can see.
that one worked as well.
You're on the fence.
The one that I did also enjoy that wasn't a white chocolate was, what is this one? The Artisan Crisp.
Yeah.
That one brought out the earthiness, the leatherness with that darker chocolate.
I think because of the base of the cookie in that one. It's like that. I don't want to say it's like graham cracker, but
I think it is
the f-
graham cracker.
is it?
What does it say? A crisp pastry.
yeah, that's like
enrobed in semi-sweet Belgian chocolate with Belgian white chocolate accents.
it says nothing about the pastry though.
I know.
Pastry.
Pastry.
It's misleading. It's very crispy.
You know. What is the pastry? I don't know. They didn't get specific. And yeah, there's some white chocolate in there, but it's not a lot. That's a half-ass drizzle in the white chocolate. It's very thin. I forgot it was even there.
Yeah, it was only visual effect was achieved. There was no, it didn't toy with the mixture.
The flavor essence, it was not there for flavor. It was there for decoration. It really provided nothing.
100%.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was just someone being like, let's squirt this on there and be done.
Okay, so Alex says with our mail service in the lower keys, it will be mid-January. Okay, so Alex, for you, just go buy a tin of cookies somewhere and just
We'll make an exception.
We'll make an exception. Just buy a big tin.
Whatever you can get your hands on, I'll allow it because of your geographical location. I'll allow it because I want everyone to be able to do this easily. I don't want it to be, I don't want anyone to feel left out because of their.
But it has to be in a holiday.
A holiday?
A holiday.
What's a holiday?
Holiday.
Holidays. Holiday-esque tin.
So I'm gonna do something here, and I know you're not gonna like it, but I mean I have to.
Okay.
So I was away. I was out of town once, and I called Nicole to check in and see how she was doing. And she said, "Oh, you got a bunch of packages here." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, "Anything interesting?" And of course, she opened my mail for me. And she's like, "Oh, you have some cigars here." She goes, "You have some Sancho Panzas." And I was like, "Okay." Mm-hmm. Sancho Panza.
Her and my wife could get together and trade some pronunciation notes, I think. The inflections.
Why
because
does
Sancho Panza also would be how my wife would say it.
Sancho Panza, yeah.
I believe.
Sancho Panza.
Sancho Panza.
Just very.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Is it also the Los Statos Deluxe?
Sure.
Statos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. It's not my
My
strong
stomach
suit.
fucking hurts now.
Why?
He's
Is it
going to
These
be
fucking
shitting
cookies,
cookies.
man.
You wanted to eat them. I mean, you had the option to
did.
say no.
Not really. I mean, it was the whole genesis for this show was these cookies.
I told you we had other
Look at
options.
you, still chewing away. You had other options. This is the whole fucking point. These cookies. You mailed me the box, man.
I did, because you wanted it. I asked
did
you.
want
You
it.
want to do a cookie pairing episode? Yeah, I'll send you the box.
Yes.
Cool. And then I sent it to you, and then like 5 days later, I was in the Dominican, and you texted me. Actually, no, you called me right after I checked into my hotel room, and we went on and on and on, and then you were like, "I have box now," and I said, "Oh, okay, cool."
At that moment, I had it.
You did.
I had received it.
You
I
had
was in
received.
receipt.
Yeah, I know. We had a nice chat. It was interesting. I don't remember what it was, but it was not cigar related. I know that.
We do have to hit the news.
We have to hit the news. I
Before-
know. I'm sorry. We're getting carried away here.
We
Our
are.
news segment is once again brought to you by our good friends at McAuliffe Cigars. Head over to McAuliffeCigars.com today and sign up to become an official ambassador with McAuliffe Cigars in the McAuliffe Ambassador Program. While you're at it, head over to the Facebook group McAuliffe Ambassadors and join today to be part of an amazing community with other cigar smokers, and you'll make friends for life at McAuliffe Cigars. This week, we have, there was a lot of different things on here. Black Label Trading Company has, we scrolled away. Black Label Trading Company announces the Dreadnought. Black Label Trading Company is pleased to announce the release of Dreadnought as an Atlantic Cigar Company exclusive, handcrafted at Fabrica Oveja Negra in Esteli, Nicaragua. This cigar is a Toro 6x52 box press. Comes in a 10-count pack for $12 per cigar. This is a Nicaraguan cigar with a Mexican San Andreas wrapper, an Ecuadorian Habano binder, and fillers from Nicaragua. Black Label Trading Company is redefining the standards for cigar making with a less is more philosophy. Black Label Trading Co. creates handcrafted premium cigars for the utmost quality in small batch limited quantities. So head over to Atlantic Cigar Company. Check those out if you're interested. They have some really cool stuff going on over there. And that factory in general. I mean, you got Blackwork Studio stuff that's coming out. The Dissident stuff that's coming out. I mean, that's a cool factory. I've been really impressed with some of the stuff that they've put out across multiple brands. They have some really good cigars over there.
I agree.
So that's our news for this week. Another cigar announcement. It's a heavy cigar announcement time right now again.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it. It's the
That's our
news.
news.
That's our news.
That's it.
That's it. It's all done. Do you need to comment on it? Do you have something you'd like to say?
No, it's just. I mean, I was waiting for the next story. I want to hear more stories.
We
about
just
what's going on.
tease.
Just tease here.
But you can see the full lineup of this week's news at smokintobacco.com.
You can. If you head over to
Is
smokintobacco.com.
there- see, I think that this was a very important point that I would like to mention that I drew out in the conversation, that people need to go to smokintobacco.com
Oh, I see.
to catch all the news,
You do.
all the updates.
I have another one. Do you want me to read it? I think I read this last week, but it's kind of on point. Macanudo Inspirato Year of the Rabbit coming soon to global markets. Scandinavian Tobacco Group will release a special blend of Macanudo Inspirato to commemorate the Chinese New Year, which begins January 22nd, 2023. Called Macanudo Inspirato Year of the Rabbit, the limited edition release will be sold exclusively in select markets in Europe and Asia. You can read more about it at smokintobacco.com. There you go. There's 2 stories for you.
That's news.
That's news. A lot of good cigars coming out right now. I'm excited to try them. Interesting stuff out there. Now, let me ask you another question. Let's go back to Room 101 Cigars for a second.
Fine.
Well, are you guys going to TPE? Will you be
Maybe.
exhibiting there? Maybe. Oh, you can't give me a straight
Probably.
answer. This is like when I ask
No,
you,
I am.
like, this is like when I
I'll
ask
be
you,
there.
oh, when is this coming out? Soon. Okay. When's it coming out? Soon.
Yes, soon.
I'm trying to write a. I'm trying to
Soon.
write a. I'm trying to write a story so I can help you out. When's it coming out? Soon. All right. I'm
soon.
just gonna. Yeah. Okay. And then people
What's
ask me,
soon?
"Hey, when's that Room 101 cigar coming out?"
What's
And I
soon in the thing?
go, "It's soon. Don't you know? That's what Matt told me." Okay.
Soon.
Soon. Okay. Do we have anything that we could expect to see at the show, or this will be your PCA? Would kind of happen right after the general thing, so I kind of want to call this like your first show appearance, really under the umbrella. Is there anything different that people, consumers, retailers, whoever, will see at the show from Room 101 specifically, or is this kind of be business as usual, just showcasing the brand?
Well, we had shown it. We had shown at PCA after the acquisition.
Yeah, but it was like right after. Like you hadn't really had,
Oh, so it was so soon it didn't count. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Yes, that's what he's
Yeah.
implying.
That's what he said. Okay.
Yes.
Well, now that you had,
Okay.
that you had some time to,
So now this
working
counts.
under the umbrella, like, are we going to see anything different, or are we just going to be kind of business as usual at the show?
Man, I don't know. I think it'll be a good time. We have our own little setup there for the brand,
Mm-hmm.
independent of other company efforts, and we're gonna be there doing our thing.
Okay.
Are you still going to have acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
I'm gonna try.
Well, the
I
poll,
recently
they
have had
didn't.
some back problems.
That
and-
that's true. At the PCA trade show, for those who didn't know, you had a little entertainment section at your booth at the trade show in
A
July.
private.
A very
room.
very private, invitation only section to the Room 101 cigar booth.
There was a champagne room built into the back of our booth.
There was. And I think Jeremy from Wildfire Cigars put on the best display.
Many a dude got on that pole. I'm not gonna lie, which is to be expected in our business. Honestly, I would have been surprised if a lady got on it.
In the
Would've
year
almost been out of character.
The year before, there
Huh.
was a issue where you could not get the sex swing up.
That's
But
true, you
that
didn't
would have
have the
been its
base.
second
Yeah,
year
well,
of
we didn't have
acrobatics.
the actual floor standing support didn't come in, and there was nothing to
I blame
affix it
A-Cups.
to.
You
That,
know-
that was all A-Cup's fault. Let's blame him.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You should have
Obviously.
one of the crosses. I think that would be fitting.
The what?
Oh, the one where they strap them to it and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny that you would bring that up because my little insidious plot. There's something to be said for having an element of this at every, during every
Display.
brand evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good one. I think I don't think because TPE just has these small little kiosk type displays because they
Bodegas.
keep everything kind of uniform, right?
Yeah.
That I don't have the space necessary, even for the footprint of that stand for the swing.
That is
Smoking chair, smoking
It's just
support unit.
apparatus.
Apparatus. Yes. But I think that we should put that up. I mean, I think that's an absolute no-brainer.
You know what I wanted to ask you? I know at PCA, I mean, General obviously didn't attend, but you were still kind of planned to go, and you guys went anyway. You showcased Payback Nicaragua, debuted at that show. But you also, at the booth, you had the Los Taros Deluxe, you had the Sancho Panza on display. Those are projects that you also worked on with General in terms of their rebranding and their redesign.
Yeah, I actually worked with a longtime friend of mine, Justin Andrews, also known as Fuzzy Wuzzy. That's his operator's name in this business. You can quote me on that. He and I worked together to rebuild and remodel those brands. And it just happened to line up in the cosmic timeline with the acquisition and all that. We'd actually been working on those projects for almost 2 years at that point.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because there were, I mean, COVID produced some delays, some setbacks, but we had started digging in to those projects about 2 years ago, or prior to that.
Is there any other projects with General that you would be working on outside of Room 101? Or was that kind of just a one-time thing that you did?
No, man. I mean, I'm going to continue to support those efforts, and although Room 101 is my chief focus, if there's anything that needs my attention or general molestation, I will provide it accordingly.
How, if you don't mind me asking, just out of curiosity, so when you decide you're going to sell the brand, how long of a process was it? How long were you in that process of working with General to make that acquisition for them? Is that something that happened last year, 2 years ago? Is this something that's been in the works for a while, or is this something that was kind of new?
I mean, in my experience, deals like that are somewhat episodical. They take time to kind of set into motion.
Right.
I'd say it probably took about a year from the time we actually started having some more hot and heavy conversation.
Right.
But we had been casually flirting with one another for years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was curious. I didn't know if they were like the only other person out there, if there was maybe someone else that was maybe interested, and then kind of went back and forth with that, or if they approached you like, hey, we want to do this. So I just was interested how that process kind of comes about. And we see these acquisitions from time to time of other companies and stuff, and it's always interesting. So see who's buying who, who's doing what, who stays on, who stays, who goes. This isn't the first time, though, but this also isn't the first time that Room 101 Cigars has been involved with another manufacturer, including a big manufacturer. Back in the heydays, Room 101 was also part of Davidoff at one point in time.
Well, it was exclusively distributed by Davidoff, yes.
Yeah. Now this is actually an ownership of the brand who took it in.
That's correct.
I had an interesting question for you that a lot of people have been asking, and I think a lot of people were curious about. Obviously, Room 101 is your brand. Room 101 is also a company that does other things. You have your gin business. You have your jewelry business. That you do. It's all Room 101 brands. The cigars, where it's kind of its own entity, but it's all under that Room 101 family.
Yeah.
If for some reason, you wanted to do something different with Room 101 Cigars, are you able to do that in the future, or is this something that it belongs to them now, and if it doesn't work out, then you're kind of just done?
No, Room 101 Cigars, I mean, I plan to continue to provide my influence to the brand in the same ways that I have since its inception.
Right. Yeah.
I'll just be working in partnership with General Cigar Company to do it.
Ah, okay. Interesting. It was a popular question. People have been asking me to ask on the show, so there it is.
But I sold them the brand. I don't understand the question.
Well, that's what I mean. You sold them the brand, so if you wanted to go a different direction, they own the brand now. Are you able to work with another company if, let's say, that doesn't work out, or no, they own it now and that's it? That's just how it goes.
No, they bought the brand from me. It's their property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he understands where I'm trying to go with it.
So if you wanted to
or
do
maybe I do, and I'm answering you the way that I'm answering.
That is true.
Touche.
Okay.
Touche. All right, I'll leave it alone.
I won't mansplain then.
All right, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Skip, how you doing, buddy?
Mansplain me.
You gonna mansplain Matt?
Well, just
You see, What he means
Is that a Teflon? Why do you have a roll of Teflon tape on your desk?
I don't know. It's
You doing
just
some
there.
plumbing?
There's many things on my desk. I mean, I was at one point, you know.
Look at this. It's
Get
like
out
having
of
a
here.
child on the show.
Unbelievable.
Well, I
Dude, it's
think
been like having a child in this business for 15 years. It's
I know,
unbelievable.
right? I know. And then your child grows up and wants to be a teenager.
They
And
love it. I mean, some can't stand it, but it's you know, you have to have a visceral response, otherwise you're not doing your job. You know?
no, of course.
People will dislike things for the same reason that people like things, for the exact same reasons. That's when you know you have good response.
Yeah, it's all about feeling it out, right?
I'd feel you out.
and on that note,
You should feel out, Coop.
What? Yeah, obviously. Goes without saying. Actually, it's been said many times.
I heard he's I heard he's a salad tosser.
You know, he tried to come at me with some of that like cursory
Oh.
butt play stuff. One of the no. At
He
one of
did?
the last shows.
Really?
He did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
He asked
I missed
me,
that.
He asked me how do you like your salad tossed or something like that. But it wasn't even.
Yes,
that.
he
It was
did.
like
I remember
more
that.
food-based reference. And I'm like, oh, cool. It was so cute. Like he was really trying. You know. I was like, oh.
I do
it's
remember
precious
that.
what you're
I
doing.
died laughing,
Right
and I remember and I could tell he when Coop gets uncomfortable and he just like kind of starts to laugh, and I remember
But
I
he
saw,
got it out.
I saw
He
the
delivered.
build up, and I'm like, what is this? And he's like, hey, Matt, and I'm like, he's gonna say something. I knew it, and he's like, how do you like your
I was
salad
so
toss? And I
proud
was
of
like, wait, what?
I was so proud of him, man. Amazing.
I talked to him the next day, and I was like,
Unbelievable.
what was that? He
He
started
was like,
laughing.
I just, got up the courage, got up the gumption.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's always a good time. Well, look, the cookie pairing thing we did, it was the first time we've done this, obviously. I think it's probably the first time anyone's probably done something like this. I would say it was somewhat of a success. I found some things here that really paired well with my cigar, that enhanced the flavor of my cigar. I found some things here that ruined the flavor of my cigar. I think you would probably say the same, for the most part.
I agree. I can't tell if Matt's face was for your conversation or he saw the comment that
I
Skip
just
had
saw
a
that.
dream that Matt Booth was bald.
Oh, I didn't see his
I mean,
facial
parts
reaction.
of me are bald. I shaved them. So, Skip, just for your visual.
I mean, there was one point in time where you were close.
You're
I mean,
welcome.
you had the mohawk going.
I
so-
used to shave my head. No, man. When I was in the Marines, I used to shave my head bald.
Oh, that's true too. I forgot about that time. But I mean, like
'Cause I
post-Marines.
refused to have that haircut.
Did it kill you when they had to shave your head in the Marines?
What's that?
Did it kill you when you had to shave your head, like to go into the Marines?
No, because I shaved my head as, a juvenile derelict.
I found a photo of you recently.
So I was bald for years.
I think I sent it to you. But there was a photo I found of you. I want to say circa 2010, and it was nice. You had the shorter haircut, real short. You had some red frame glasses on, no facial
Sally
hair,
Jesse's, baby. Yeah.
and a nice tight fitting suit. And I said, it's funny. Matt looks like an Andy Dick here, but that's a little bit better than Andy Dick. At least he showers and he probably doesn't. He doesn't
Do as much blow.
Yeah. You were like a refined Andy Dick in that photo, and I thought that was very fitting.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I figured you'd take that as a compliment because that's the kind of guy you are.
I do. And I would just like to add, I do take that as a compliment. And I would just like to add that I think, although the cookies were delightful, the best pairing for this exercise was our conversation and the time spent. And this is always the greatest pairing for me when smoking a cigar.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Every week we have someone on here. It's always special. It's always special when you're on here with us as well. And of course, that's the biggest part of the pairing is the people and the conversation. But no, I think it was cool. It was fun. It was something different. We wanted to do something different. I know you've been on the show several times already, and wanted to do something different, something that was a little holiday related. It's the holidays. Sorry. I had a burp there. I didn't want to burp into the microphone. I
Cookie burp.
didn't want to be rude. I covered it up.
But now it's being so built up. It's like you might as well have just burped and moved on. I mean, now we're having a fucking dialogue about it.
Well,
You know what I mean?
you chose to drag it out, But anyway, so
Was
no,
that
was
me?
it was you're the one that commented on it. I was ready to just move on. And, let's
She
keep...
commented on it, and then I.
Oh yeah,
I
you did,
doubled
and then
down.
I did.
yeah,
I had my girl's back.
tag team.
That's right.
You guys ganged up on me on the show. But no, in the essence, well, I know you have a time constriction, so I'm trying not to keep you all night. I know you want to spend time with
You
your
have your
wife.
birthday
Join the
party.
chat.
I have a birthday party to attend to
It is Matthew's
Oh,
birthday
on Sunday.
on Sunday.
It's your birthday?
On Sunday, yeah,
Oh shit, man!
yeah,
So he's going out with the boys tonight.
that's right.
Yeah.
No wife.
Yeah. So
Get crazy. Get like the extra large bag of pretzels.
drink Room 101
snack 'em
gin.
down. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make soup
Fall asleep at
dumplings
11:30.
and go to bed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna smoke some cigars. I'm gonna have some booze and just hang out with the boys. Thank you, Skip. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna be 29. I'm entering the last year of my 20s. Then next year is be 30 and start to feel old.
You'll catch up.
Mm-hmm. Matt, how old are you now? 55?
45. Thanks for asking.
Rough 45.
A lot of road miles on this.
Dude, that's like a rental. You know what I mean? Couple of cross-country trips. Some stains in the back seat. Couple of kids were in there.
Cheerios on the floor.
Yeah, they didn't vacuum it out. A couple of dents from the parking lot that they buffed out,
Yeah.
but you can still see the indentation there, but it's all right because it's black, so you
moving.
can't really see it, Yeah. I think that sums up Matt where he is right now. But no, this was great. It was a great show, a great time, Matt. Always thank you very much for being here with us. Appreciate your time, seriously. Thanks for playing along with us tonight and
Of course, man.
doing something different and new
Enjoy
with
the
us.
rest of the cookies.
Yeah, make sure your son
I
gets some
will.
of those too. Your wife
They
and
will
your
be shared with the family. Everyone will have some,
it'll be great.
and they're greatly appreciated.
Before we do sign off on the show, anything else that you wanted to mention on the air about Room 101 or anything like that we didn't cover? I didn't want to get too deep into that stuff, but if there's anything that got left out, I want to give you the opportunity to bring that up.
No, man. I think just stay tuned. The best is yet to come.
Of course.
And make sure you sign up on the Shadow Army email list for access to all the special oddities and delights that we offer from time to time exclusively through that channel.
And that's
ShadowArmy.com.
ShadowArmy.co. Is it .co or .com?
.co and both. I
Okay.
have both.
Okay.
I said, fuck it, I'll just get both. Why not?
Okay. So ShadowArmy.com. You can sign up, put your email in there. You'll get your updates. I can tell you, as a member of the Shadow Army, you do get some invitations, some really cool exclusive stuff from Room 101. So definitely check that out. Lighters, apparel. It's not just cigars. A lot of stuff. It's kind of like what Pete does with Saints and Sinners, just without the cigar exclusive stuff. Just accessories.
Just other stuff. Fuck it, we might make a cigar. Who knows? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Be
if
like
that
Pete.
happened?
Start like an SNS type thing with Shadow Army. That would be awesome.
God.
Cream surprise. That
Yeah,
should be the
the
cigar.
cream surprise.
Surprise.
Bundles of 10.
We're gonna take it to a whole nother level.
Bundles of 10, $9.99 a piece. Sweet spot. Mm-hmm. I think so. But anyway, that's it. That's what's new from Room 101. That was our cookie pairing episode. Thank you for being here with us. Thanks for playing along. And once again, if you smoke Room 101 cigars and you tag us with a photo of the cookie assortment or another cookie assortment, if you can't get to Costco and get the specific one, if you get something close, you take a photo smoking the cigar, you tell us what your favorite pairing was between your Room 101 cigar and your favorite cookie. We'll pick a winner at random, and you will get an awesome Room 101 sampler courtesy of Smokin Tabacco to your door. Once again, just tag us on social media. Tag us, tag Room 101, tag Matt, and we'll pick someone at random, so don't forget to check that out. Also, as always, head over to smokintabacco.com for all of the latest news and updates from the cigar industry. And don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel and everywhere podcasts are available. Listen to us anywhere, anytime. Watch us anywhere, anytime on all of those platforms. And with that, we'll see you next week. Take care, guys.
Bye.